Hey guys, so I just wanted to come out here and do a quick garden tour slash to-do list of some things I need to get done before my gardening season really kicks off. I'm starting out in this area because this is what the property looked like when we purchased it. I have a few redbud trees in this area. This will eventually become a woodland garden, but I haven't started really working on this area yet. I typically do a lot of clearing out in the wintertime, but we had a mild winter and we only got snow twice, which was little to no accumulation. So I didn't really want to get into this area because I just found out we have rattlesnakes in this area. Plus the venomous copperheads as well. So I really didn't do too much clearing out, but the viburnums are starting to come into bloom. I'm hoping to finish this pathway this year. It's going to be a fern-covered pathway. I have some ferns coming in now, but I want to put a lot more in this area and mulch it. This hillside needs to be mulched and weeded as well. I do have a few hydrangeas here, and I put in this little plant in the fall. A couple of spireas. Have a little color over here. Oak leaf hydrangea is starting to leaf out. And this what greets you at the end of the staircase. So yeah, my husband's been working on this staircase and I can finally say that it's complete somewhat. I just have to decide if I want to use pavers, pea gravel, or mulch to cover up the dirt spots or whatever. And the pots that you see that line it are going to be planted up. So it's going to be like a cascade of flowers down the staircase. So I'm excited about that. Let's go down to this shaded garden area. Wildlife pond needs to be cleaned out, but there's a lot of eggs and stuff in there, so I haven't really bothered with that. Let me show you guys some eggs. So if you look closely, that cloud right there, that's eggs, and then there's some, I'm not sure if you can see that, but those are eggs down there too. So it's a lot of eggs and tadpoles that are still in here. Have some hostas coming up. This bed, I need to do a lot of work to this spring. Needs to be mulched. I have some hostas that I will be digging up and putting them in like it's kind of like a cage bag to stop the mold, because I have a mold problem in this area that tunnels and affects the growth of a lot of the hostas in this area. So I need to get that done. If you guys can see, there's a hole right there that he comes out of, and then there's another one in the corner of this bed. So I need to get that mulched and that taken care of. The vegetable garden has a lot of work that needs to be done. I need to weed it, mulch, and add compost to the beds. I do have some perennials that I overwintered in here that I got on clearance that I didn't have a space yet for in the garden. So I got 4 of these. And then I got some incredible blush hydrangeas, 4 of them that are going to go along the back side of that flower bed right there, which also needs to be mulched. Oh, oak leaf hydrangea that I got, and a lilac. Those also need to come out of here. Pot of raspberries. I will be making a raspberry bed, but I'm not sure when. This area is brand new. A lot of these plants I got on clearance during the fall time. Silver gumdrop heucheras, which are right here. Got that $5 a piece, and I got 4 of them. I got 4 large hostas on clearance, half off. Lilac tree. This viburnum was somewhere else in the garden, and I dug up and I planted down here. This whole area needs to be mulched. I added these hellebores recently. The plan is to get some kind of arbor structure down here. I'm gonna go grow some grapes on it, and this whole area is going to be shaded. I have a tricolor beech tree, which I also got on clearance. And like I said earlier, I really didn't do too much clearing out this winter because we had a mild winter, and I didn't really want to get in the woods and do a lot of stuff because snakes were probably still out. This truck bed right here is still here. If you guys saw from my first few videos, this property is covered in trash. I'm planning on hopefully clearing all this out and putting a bench here, flower bed with a lot of different shrubs and things like that. But I gotta get rid of this truck bed, but first I need to clean all that stuff out. My arbor, I recently painted that black. It was white. Those 2 spruce trees need to get in the ground. I got those not last year, but the year before that on clearance as well. Eventually, hopefully this year, this arbor is going to lead, it's going to have a pathway that leads from it. It's going to go around this tree that's starting to put on blooms, and the bench will be right here. So it's going to be a pathway that goes around this whole area where the bench is going to set. I will be clearing out this as well. There's some things over here that I do want to keep though. There's an I think oak leaf viburnum here. That's an autumn olive tree that's in bloom. And I believe there's a dogwood tree. The shade garden is doing pretty good. Bleeding hearts are in bloom. Some of the hostas are starting to come through. I recently planted a smoke bush that I also got on clearance here, which is doing pretty good. This setting area, thinking about staining it black, and then I'm going to add some pea gravel, and I have another bench that's going to come down here. So I need to get that done as well. Some annual plantings I need to do after I clean up a lot of these flower beds. Second level of the vegetable garden. I got some compost, so like I said earlier, I'm gonna weed this, mulch, and then add compost and start getting some plants in here. Blueberry bushes that aren't doing too well. I have 2 more, which I'm gonna pot up and fertilize, and I'm gonna put them in a new area of the garden that we're working on. So as of right now, that's the kind of stuff that I'm planning on getting done and need to get done. So I hope you guys can join me for that. Thanks for watching. Bye.